Hello YouTubers, this is Shaffy the Hedgehog speaking. Today I am going to be commenting on Supersonic 407's first commentary, which is of course, let me see here, well, about this,
You know, that's something you could have easily edited out with Windows Movie Maker. You know, just saying.
Just get it. Anyways, hold on, actually,
Do I have to get the Nostalgia Critic clip out?
It's on obsessive fangirl strikes. Okay, I noticed that you were doing something and assaulting the women.
Wait, he was assaulting the women in that commentary. So what, were his words playing trap cards on him? Yeah, maybe assault isn't the best word. Or maybe the word you're looking for. Then again, I don't even know what the hell you're talking about half the time.
And I am going to show you, actually, I am going to show you by listening to your own commentary.
Bullshit.
I'm gonna prove to you, and I'm gonna prove to you that your commentary is very rude and disrespectful to other people that you are commenting on.
Warning, marathon of hypocrisy and contradiction ahead.
And I'm about to play it right now.
You're probably asking yourself, why aren't you hearing anything at this moment? Well, that is simple. Because he didn't get the video he was commentating on. Sure, he did get the audio, which I still think is kind of better than nothing, but it's so quiet, you can't even hear it, so it sounds like he's talking on air. Kid, do us a favor next time, and pump up the volume, pump up the volume, pump up the volume, check it out. So now, even though it pains me, I'm gonna have to insert Ryan's commentary into this.
Hello everybody, Supersonic407 here, and
By the way, that's a good introduction, by the way.
for this video, I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be doing a commentary on a video. Half of the reason because I've been inspired by a lot of great commentators I've seen out there on the internet. Not to mention, I've ran into so many stupid people on the internet that I just had to get in on this. Now, to answer your question, no. I am not going to be commentating by using that supersonic ripoff avatar I always use.
You know, you could have at least used that supersonic avatar, because it reflects you. Hello, Supersonic 407?
You gotta be kidding me. He should use Supersonic because of his username. Tell me then, since Dark Raven uses Renamon for his commentaries and not a Raven, why don't you bitch about him? And also, you say Supersonic reflects him. Well, why? Last time I checked, a username doesn't always reflect who a person is. They think of a username because they think it might be catchy or memorable. Seriously, this is a really stupid nitpick.
Do you get the picture? It wouldn't make sense if you didn't use the avatar.
Someone with less brain density than a brick, and you want to talk about logic. Good luck with that.
But instead, you use this avatar, which I'm about to play now.
And what's so wrong about the character that he's using now? I mean, I honestly didn't have a problem, neither is really anybody else who's seen his commentaries, because I haven't really seen any comments saying that he shouldn't be using that character because they have some kind of problem with it. So apparently, there's some kind of problem with him using a character. So, apparently this guy knows what it is. So, let's see what kind of thing you got for us today.
No. If I'm going to do a commentary, I'll need to use an avatar that really fits in the mood for these commentaries. So, my avatar choice would be Yami Merrick.
Okay, point to the fact. Why did you use Yami Merrick as your avatar?
I got a better question for you. Who gives a shit?
This is kind of makes it. Are you somewhat evil?
Are you fucking serious? You think he's evil, because he's using Yami Merrick as an icon. Joshua, you cannot be this stupid. That's like someone using a picture of Michael Jackson and people were to assume he'd be gay. I shouldn't be getting retarded statements like this already. We're only 2 minutes into part 1. God, if that's the case, I'm terrified of what I'm gonna hear next.
Because if you are, then I must warn you. If you're trying to put someone's mind in the shadow realm, I can understand that.
Jesus Christ, you're making it assume like Ryan really is Yami Merrick. I mean, really. Please tell me you're bullshitting me here. Please tell me you're bullshitting me.
Well, actually, I would understand that, and I would try to stop you.
Alright. Cue the sprite animation.
When a couple of guys who were up to no good started making trouble in my neighborhood. I got in one little fight and my mom got scared and said, "You're moving with your auntie and uncle in Bel Air."
In fact, I stop evil all the time.
Bullshit.
If you use that avatar, I'm starting to think that you're evil and I have to put a stop to your evil plan or charade or...
I am the Eggman. That's what I am. I am the Eggman. I got the master plan. I am the Eggman. That's what I am. I am the Eggman. I got the master plan.
Whatever you're planning. That may seem evil. Okay, I may continue.
Okay, now before I begin this commentary, let me just tell you this.
Hold on. What? Okay. Moms.
You know, that's something you could have easily edited out with Windows Movie Maker. You know, just saying.
Anyways, continuing.
Fangirls. We know how they're like, right? You know, the kind of girls that scream to the top of their lungs every time they see a really cute pop star walking down the road, or if they see them on the internet or on television.
Roy Mustang is dead sexy!
Well, you know, there are a lot of girls that do that whenever they see a fanboy.
There's a lot of girls who do that when they see a fanboy? I think you meant to say there's girls who do that when they see a male celebrity. This is why I recommend taking multiple takes of an argument instead of making it up as you go along. Makes you sound like a retard.
Or was it something like that? Whatever I'm saying.
Wow, you don't even know what you're saying yourself? Now that's a real bad sign.
But, you know, you don't have to point out the fact.
You gotta be kidding me. You do realize when you make an argument you have to explain it, and that's what he's doing. He's explaining his argument. When you explain your argument and go into more detail on it, it makes it more believable, and that's why he brought up some facts. Why is this a problem to you?
If I had any fangirls,
Wow, just the idea of that is just laughable.
I would actually
Shut up, Porky Pig.
say, oh, thank you.
Well, of course you would, because they're your fanboys and fangirls. Dipshit.
I'd be a gentleman.
Bullshit.
I'd be a gentleman.
Please stop repeating yourself. Every time you repeat yourself, the Winged Dragon of Raw loses 300 attack points.
You know, without being rude and disrespectful to them.
Bullshit.
You know? That's one thing you should work on.
Just hold on, people. Pot's gonna be calling the kettle black soon.
Being a gentleman. Continuing?
Wait, that's it? That's all you have to say about him being rude and disrespectful? I mean, I don't even know how he was being rude or disrespectful. I mean, why do you think he was doing that? See, when you make an argument, you have to explain it. That's like saying, "Oh, that Ryan Reynolds a douche." Why is he a douche? Well, I'll have to watch The Big Bang Theory, but the cable's out. Boy, you said it. Doesn't really work like that.
In this video, we're about to meet one of those many fangirls, and she just happens to be a huge fan of Justin Bieber. She cannot stand all of these people not liking Justin Bieber.
And Justin Bieber.
Did you just say Justin Bieber?
I barely even know who that guy is.
Wow, what a twist.
Okay, and when you want to know why I'm bringing it up, it's mostly because, It's mostly what you were bringing up, what she was bringing up.
The fuck are you going on about? I mean, you're talking about what he's bringing up, what she's bringing up, what some other douche is bringing up, what he's bringing up, what she's bringing up. Dude, what the hell are you talking about? Speak English, not English.
If you're trying to say there's something wrong with Justin Bieber.
Nosh, nosh, nosh.
I did get his name right? Then you probably need to have a little checkup.
Yeah, this is coming from the guy who can't pronounce Justin Bieber's name right. Ah, see, told you the pile would be calling the kettle black. And it only took him like, what, a minute?
And you're going to point out, I bet, what I'm talking about.
Already done, like 5 times.
I don't know what I'm talking about, okay?
Wait, you bring up a point where you have no idea what it means. To be honest, I think you need a checkup more than Ryan does. You're bringing up these points, you should know what they mean. You can't just say, I'm going to bring up a point. I don't know what I'll be talking about, but I'll still bring up my point. It gives the impression that you're a retard.
And you're gonna even say, why am I even bringing it up? I don't know why I'm bringing it up.
Because this commentary doesn't have enough filler.
So, anyways, continue.
That she just has to make a video regarding all of those haters. So, without further ado, let's just get right into the video.
Well, she really does. Well, if a fan.
Get on with it. Yes, get on with it.
Fangirl will do anything to defend someone who doesn't like her.
I thought Bieber was a guy. Then again, it's kind of hard to tell with his voice.
It's called caring about someone.
No, it's called defending someone.
Hello? I would even care about my own mother if she was being teased and stuff.
Can you say troll bait?
I would tell him to stop teasing my mother.
Yes, because it worked so well for the last 500 people who tried that.
Wouldn't you have another family member if your family member was teased, or maybe someone that you liked was being teased? Like a friend, or maybe a girl?
Probably not, because there may be a kind of person who can defend themselves. You see, when there's a type of person involved that they can defend themselves, I don't get involved unless it's necessary for me. And I'm pretty sure it's the same with Ryan too. He doesn't get involved in anything unless it's necessary. I mean, just because someone gets picked on doesn't mean they can't defend themselves, and someone automatically needs to jump into the fray.
Explain yourself that.
Coming from a guy who doesn't even know what the hell he's talking about half the time.
How would you feel? Continuing.
Everybody who hates Justin Bieber, stop.
Okay, I can already tell that this is not going to be a very impressive video because for one thing, your video is out of sync. If you're a decent editor, you could have at least tried to put some effort into making the audio more in sync with the video.
Well, it's not very easy.
Actually, it's not as hard as you think. I mean, hell, I've been doing it throughout this entire video. Seriously, effort. Make friends with it.
I could sometimes maybe you might have that trouble yourself.
Do you even know what it means for a video to be out of sync? I don't think you do, because I saw that same commentary you did. Nothing of that was out of sync, except for the video he was commentating on.
If you were recording yourself. In fact, when I was Skyping a friend of mine...
Wait, you have friends?
His voice was out of sync. It's not very simple as that.
I am not repeating myself.
And even my voice was kind of out of sync when I was talking to her, because whenever I heard my own voice, this usually means that it was out of sync.
Okay, so if you can hear yourself, your voice is out of sync. Now remember that, people. Your voice is out of sync if you can hear yourself. Oh crap, I must be out of sync.
So why are you even pointing out it's out of sync?
Because it's a problem with the video. When there's a problem with a video, it needs to be addressed. Also, didn't you bring up a couple of people who also had the same problem? You also said SS47 might have had the same problem with desyncing. So you're technically bringing some people up yourself. I just want you guys to think about that for a second.
Continuing. By the way, we don't got much time.
It's not that hard.
Lay off because he is so amazing. And he doesn't care if you hate him.
And right when you said that, that's when you pretty much destroyed the point in making your little rant.
She wasn't trying to make a little rant.
Wait, so this isn't a rant. Let's see. I see a person sitting in front of a camera ranting. Oh, look at that! The keyword ranting. On people who hate Justin Bieber. So, if this isn't a rant video, then what is it? A vlog? I mean, what is a rant video to you? Please answer me this, because I'm dying to hear your quote-unquote logic.
She was pointing out the fact that not caring, I think she was trying to be high tolerance.
High tolerance? Do you even know what the fuck half the words you even say mean? What do you mean he's high tolerance? You're not making any sense. Then again, when do you make sense?
He's trying to ignore everything.
Ignorance has nothing to do with tolerance. Here, I got a dictionary right in front of me. Tolerance is the ability to endure unusual large doses of a poison or toxin. Do you see the word ignore anywhere? No? I thought so. Start reading the dictionary more, kid.
You know, it's kind of like me. I'm ignoring everything, everyone. I'm not even bothered.
Do I even need to begin how bullshit that statement is?
People seem to be not seem to be subscribed or anything.
Wait a minute, you don't listen to them because they don't seem subscribed or anything. You're not gonna win many arguments with that dude. That just makes you off to look like a subscription whore.
Mostly. Well, let's continue. In fact, we're almost running out of time. I might make another one after if this thing goes. Anyways, I'm going to be continuing this.
I mean, come on, think about it for a second. If Justin Bieber doesn't care if people hate him, then why are you going through all the trouble in making this video just to defend him?
Because she loves him.
But if he doesn't care, then what would be the point of defending him? That's like trying to defend the Klonoa franchise when nobody bitches about it. You see how that doesn't make sense and it's just a waste of time? See, me and Ryan are a fan of a little something called logic. Jumping out of a 35-story building could kill you, touching the flame of a candle will burn you, and defending someone who doesn't care about negative opinions is just plain stupid.
With all her heart. You know, you would do the same thing to your girlfriend too, or maybe a fan, or maybe another girl star, whatever.
Another girl star? It's official. You have no idea what you're talking about.
Continuing.
It makes no sense.
Because he is just so above that it just doesn't matter to him. Okay? And he's not gay at all. So just stop calling him that, because he's not. I mean, it's not... I mean, if he was gay, then go ahead, call him gay, because he would be, but he's not, so... Don't.
Okay, from the way I see it, there are two ways people can call someone gay. They could call him gay because he's literally gay, or they call him gay because he sucks in a way.
Okay, pointing out gay. Do you even know what the term gay means?
Then again, I could say the same thing about most of the shit you say.
It means someone who is in love with the same gender.
So, I'm guessing you've never heard someone say, "This is really gay," to something like an event, a video, a problem. Apparently not. When used that way, you're just saying, "This sucks," in a different way. So Ryan is technically correct on this one.
And if you have a problem with that definition, well, tough luck.
And what's to complain about a definition? Are you gonna explain?
one more thing.
What do you know? He's not gonna explain his point. What a shock.
Well, actually, I'm pretty much running out of time.
So we're gonna skip his outro and go right to the next part. And we're skipping his introduction too, because it's basically repeating what he said in the first introduction. So let's get back.
Gonna be continuing this now.
My guess is all these haters call Justin Bieber gay because he sucks.
If you know, then that means that most people don't know the term gay.
Please refer to some of the last few comments I made on part 1.
They're gonna have to look it up in a dictionary or something.
And I suggest you do the same before using any more big words.
Continuing.
And in a way, that's a form of someone's opinion. And just by telling people to stop calling him that, that's just showing that you're really not letting anyone show their opinion towards the guy.
No, she's actually trying.
You didn't make this video very well, did you? I could probably think what was going on in your head. I need a way to get people to watch my videos without putting any hard work and effort into my videos. I know. I'll make very horrible commentaries on well-known people on the internet. That'll get people to notice who I am. God, I miss Boomstick.
I'm protector.
You sure you know your genders there, buddy?
You know.
Spit it out already, kid.
It's like a rumor.
It's like a rumor? What's like a rumor?
A rumor can pierce like a sword, but the tongue of the wise can heal naturally.
Well, I slaughter like a Spartan, but nobody heals. Also, gonna explain what the rumor you're talking about is here, because I'd like to know. And I'm pretty sure other people who are watching this video along with me would like to know what rumor you're talking about.
She's tried saying nice things about him instead of being rude and disrespectful to him.
Oh please, we've already contradicted that statement. Nah, you gotta explain what that rumor is.
Though she did forget the fact that he doesn't care, but, which of course, you may be right on that.
Well, if you're going to agree with him, then what was the point of making this argument?
But, still, continuing.
Oh, what a shock. He doesn't tell us what the rumor is. See, this is why people say your commentaries are a joke. You don't say anything to back yourself up.
I'm also surprised that you don't even know if he's gay or not. I mean, you're a Justin Bieber fan. Shouldn't you know this stuff?
Well, she may be a Justin Bieber fan, doesn't mean she knows everything.
But I think you're forgetting something. This person's obsessed with Justin Bieber, and how you keep saying she's in love with Justin Bieber. When you're usually in love with somebody or obsessed with them, shouldn't you want to know every aspect about them?
Some fans don't know almost everything about him.
True, but when you claim to be obsessed with something or in love with something, you ought to know everything about the content. That's like saying you're the #1 Mario fan when you don't even know what the enemies are called. Makes your claim hard to believe.
I didn't know anything about Sonic very much until I had to learn about him.
That's a different scenario. When you start out with a franchise, of course you're not going to know anything about it. No one knew what Mario games were until they witnessed it. So what you just said was completely irrelevant and doesn't have any comparison to the topic of discussion.
It's called learning experience.
No, it's called research.
You learn from your fans, you know more about them.
Learn more from your fans and know more about them? Weren't we talking about Justin Bieber and not the fans? Well, if he did mean Justin Bieber, do forgive me. It's just the way he words things makes me think he's talking about something completely different. Another reason why I recommend scripting for your future videos.
That's the one thing that you should really discuss about.
Even though that's not the topic of discussion.
Continuing.
He has such amazing hair.
Okay, so I guess he's not the only one who likes to use hair as an excuse to defend something.
You know, actually, it's actually, you know, I know what you. Actually, I think I know what you're thinking. Looks can be deceiving.
Exactly. I mean, if you put the two together, a talented person is different from an attention-seeking pop star.
True, but sometimes they're not.
Wow. Way to contradict yourself again, but instead make it more obvious. Numbnuts.
You just have to make sure you have to take a look at the personality.
But if it's pop stars we're talking about, it's mostly the music we're looking for, not much personality. I mean, when a girl sees how do I say this without sounding gay? A cute guy singing on stage, you think they give two shits about his personality? Of course not. As long as he looks attractive, I'll leave him right up.
Okay, maybe I'm just pointing out that you do leave a good point.
Yet you made an argument disagreeing with his good point in which you say. Okay, let's play a game. Not a drinking game, because that's been done to death. Every time this kid makes a contradiction, if you're a guy, punch yourself in the nuts, and if you're a woman, jab yourself in the eye. Tell me how much pain you feel when this commentary ends.
So, yeah.
Just look at that long ponytail. Now we're talking.
I don't care what Guptil says. You cannot pwn the epicness of Thorn Harvestar.
See what I mean?
Okay, you bring up this kind of comment.
So,
You know, actually, you know, most people are, most men are like, look at that girl, she is so hot, I like her hair, I like her makeup.
and you know what most of those guys have in common? They're all perverts.
Blah, 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 blah.
Shadvik's commentaries in 5 seconds.
It's supposed to be, how do they so call it? You call this girl a chick magnet.
No. Someone who's a chick magnet is someone who can attract a lot of girls. Does Guptil seem like a chick magnet, anybody who's seen his little top 10 video? No, of course not. Why? Because he's a creepy individual who finds anthropomorphic animals attractive. Even when they're like, I don't know, 12 years old.
Which makes sense.
You making sense is like Dante becoming a pansy.
It's because he is attracting a lot of men.
Wait a minute. He attracts a lot of men? Hey Sasuke, you're no longer alone on this!
And continuing, I only got 1 minute till my bedtime.
Oh please, put this kid to sleep. Save us the agony.
It just flows in his face perfectly. Everything about him is perfect. Also, he has such good music, and he's like so successful at such a young age. I mean, imagine when he's 20. He's only 16 right now. He just turned 16 March 1st. Imagine when he's 20, he's gonna be like the biggest star ever. If he's so successful now, imagine him, yeah, seriously, in 4 years, he'll be crazy successful, and he'll still be so young.
Do you really know if he's...
Oh, by the way, I'm gonna point this out. Tonight that I'm recording this is September 30th.
And what does this have to do with the commentary exactly?
2010. So, and now it's my bedtime. For crying out loud. Come on! Anyways, now it's my bedtime. So I guess I'm gonna have to stop this from right here.
And we will continue in part 2 of ours. Anyway, temporarily signing off. And we're back. Now you're probably wondering, why am I splitting this into parts when there's no limit on blip? Well, for a few reasons. First of all, when rendering something big in Windows Movie Maker, it usually takes a while before it's done rendering. So if I were to do this commentary as a whole, it would probably take 5 hours for it to actually render half of it. And second of all, this is more of a deal for you guys. Since this is a really long commentary, I think you need a small break between times of switching to parts. That way this doesn't get too annoying for you. May not be good reasons to you, but it's the best I can come up with. Anyway, we're on part 3 of 6. Yay, only 4 more parts to go. Joy. God have mercy on my soul. So, we're going to skip his intro and get right back to his commentary, just to save us from unneeded repetition. Anyway, let's resume with the program.
Even though he doesn't realize it, his flaws...
Which you made up or took out of context?
In his commentary. Okay.
Gee, you took your merry little time with that sentence, didn't you?
Starting now.
Do you really know if he's gonna get popular, or are you just assuming that because you're just obsessed with him?
Well, he seems to be kind of popular.
What do you mean, kind of?
After all, there's one fangirl, so he...
What? If something has one fangirl, then it's popular? Then what's Rocket Knight Adventure's excuse?
And there might be other fans out there. Some of them like him, some of them don't. Why are you even pointing this out in the first place, anyways?
Because she's trying to force her perspective on Bieber onto people who don't like him by saying he'll become popular and is stating that as a fact. When stating something as a fact, when it's most likely not true, it needs to be pointed out. So simple, a 5-year-old could figure it out. Because, I mean, after all, we are pointing out flaws in a commentary, right? And that is a flaw the person is making.
You don't know if he's gonna get popular, or if he's gonna get bad.
Gonna get bad? Dude, I thought he's already terrible.
For that, I guess only time will tell within the next 4 years.
Okay, so maybe he might get popular, maybe he might get bad.
So, are you agreeing?
Well, that's life.
So, being popular is a part of life. Wow, no wonder you're struggling.
If he loses his fame, then he loses his money and fortune and pretty much everything. Pretty much everything that he has. He might even lose his life.
Suicide because of loss of popularity. Now that's just sad.
Okay, continuing.
For that, I guess only time will tell within the next 4 years.
4 years, that, you did this 3 months ago, I presume?
So?
3 months ago, that was it? So, you're saying that everyone will know in about, let's see here, that was 3 months ago, so... Alrighty, it's 2014. Kind of a little bit lame if you ask me. Continuing.
Of course, no explanation whatsoever.
Although, probably before that, we'll all be dead due to that 2012 prophecy. You ever had the chance to think about that?
I don't believe in that 2012 prophecy.
And that's good? I mean, who really fucking cares? Oh, you don't believe in something. Good for you. I don't believe in the Tooth Fairy. You see me winning a medal over here?
At all. I think it's supposed to be some sort of scam just to make us all feel sad.
No, it was just something that Hollywood thought would have been a great idea to bring up and earn money. Because, I mean, after all, that's all Hollywood cares about is money.
Waiting for the end of the world. Only God decides the end of the world.
Wait, we're talking about religion now? This is about Justin Bieber, right? Okay, this is Shavik the Hedgehog here with another commentary on Supersonic 407's videos on a Justin Bieber fangirl. So, for my first argument, let's talk about the lottery.
Not prophecy.
Do you even know what a prophecy is? Prophecies are usually decided by fate or destiny, meaning they're supposed to happen. That's why it's really hard to fight against one. Prophecies are usually when a doomed fate is casted on a civilization and is needed to be saved by a certain individual or task, which usually prophecies are handed down by a higher being, such as a god, an angel, or a combination of both. You're saying prophecies can't be chosen by a god. Well, majority of them are. There is actually a famous prophecy that was made in Greek mythology. When Kronos killed his father, he was destined that his own children would rise up to kill him. And they did. That prophecy was chosen by a god. See? Evidence! Something you should try using in your videos.
And any prophecy. Only God makes the prophecy. It's a little too confusing, but I hope you know what I'm talking about.
Kid, you don't even know what the hell you're talking about half the time, so how do you expect us to know?
Anyways, continuing.
Okay, let's suspend reality here. Probably the time where Justin Bieber's career plummets is the day when Justin Bieber's voice cracks.
Okay. That is true. My voice started cracking, if you noticed.
Wait, your voice cracked? If your voice is cracked, then Bieber's on fucking helium.
I used to be a great singer, and then my voice started cracking. And that may get rid of my fame, but...
How would it get rid of your fame if you don't even sing in your videos?
But I always keep trying, actually.
Oh, you try in your videos. You hear that, guys? This guy tries in his videos, apparently. So, if this is trying, does Shed Social 11 haul ass?
If you keep singing, then then sooner or later, those cracks will be filled.
Voice cracks can't be filled. They're not those kind of cracks. When your voice cracks, it means your voice gets deeper and you can't reach high pitches like you normally did before. Like me, for example. You guys remember my past videos, right? I sounded like a freaking 10-year-old. 4 years later, puberty kicks me in the balls and down went my voice. And since then, my voice hasn't gone back up like that since. So, when you're hit by a voice crack, it doesn't heal. It's with you forever. It's called puberty. You wanna know something? That's only one of the signs.
I have nothing else to say. So, continuing.
I mean, think about it for a second. Say Justin Bieber's on tour, right? And he's singing in one of his concerts, "Baby, baby, baby, oh, baby."
It's official. Ryan just broke the fourth wall.
Okay. The way you sound like now, it sounds like you're monumentally retarded.
Ah, boy, did the pot just call the kettle black. Kid, you're in no position to say someone sounds retarded when I have been sitting here through 20 minutes of, "Hello, I'm Shavik the Hedgehog here with a brand new commentary, and I'm turning to Elmer Fudd for some reason." Also, you're taking his voice seriously by the way he was making that statement. Kid, I think the Nostalgia Critic said it best when he said, "I'm acting."
And I'm really serious.
Yes, kid, you are serious. You are seriously this stupid.
Stop being so stupid.
Maybe you should take your own advice there, kid.
In fact, even the picture that I'm looking at right now makes me want to say, "Oh my gosh, that you are a monster."
Oh my god, you look like a monster, and I am now sounding like Willie Young Shatner.
Seriously, hideous.
And you wanna know something? So is this thing.
Continuing.
Yeah, that's not gonna end well for our good old Justin Bieber.
Well, I hate to admit it, but I kind of agree. But you shouldn't really be bringing that up.
So, you agree with his point, but you don't like that he brought it up. I want you guys to think about this one. Why does this statement sound so contradictory?
Really, it's pretty obvious. Well, maybe not, but
It's pretty obvious. Well, it's not, but still pretty obvious. Wait, it's not. Maybe it's not. Kid, make up your mind.
you know what? I don't know why I'm bringing this up. I'm not sure why I'm bringing this up. I think I may have forgotten, or maybe so. Anyways, resuming.
And all the people who hate him, like the girls who hate him, are either attention whores or lesbians. or fat and ugly.
Really? You're gonna go ahead and just call
Sorry about
everybody fat, ugly, lesbian, attention whores? Real like the immaturity right there. Yeah, I just got like a few things to say to this. First of all, what gives you the right to call all of those people attention whores when you're becoming an even bigger attention whore just by acting all tough in this video?
Very sound point.
You know, I hate to break this up to you, but there is this thing called democracy.
Well, there's a little something called hypocrisy, which apparently you've never heard of. When Ryan said, "What gives you the right to call other people fat, ugly, lesbian attention whores," generic insults, generic, while you're making yourself look like a bigger attention whore by acting all tough. Basically, he called her out on her hypocrisy. When you're claimed and proven a hypocrite, then you're in no position to tell someone to do something when you're guilty of it as well. For example, I could say you're in no position to talk about Ryan's points not making sense, because, well, you all know. Also, what's this have to do with democracy? Democracy is a type of government, not a type of law. What you're trying to say is freedom of speech. Now, just thought I'd point that out.
You know, we rule by the people.
So, what does this have to do with government ruling? What, is she the president of YouTube?
You should know that. You should learn this in high school, for crying out loud.
Yeah, you should learn how to pronounce your R's and not stutter so much when you talk. I mean, Jesus, you learned that in kindergarten.
Also, the way you're bringing this up, saying she has no right, meaning that...
I'm pretty sure he didn't say you don't have the right to talk. I'm pretty sure he said, "What gives you the right?" Remember, what gives you the right? Your recaller need a hearing aid or something?
That you're bringing up dictatorship.
Are you fucking serious? Are you honestly comparing Ryan to a dictator? If Ryan was a dictator, he would be ruling people with an iron fist and kill anybody who spoke against him. I'm pretty sure he doesn't act like that the last time I checked. And this is all because you confused him from saying, "What gives you the right?" to "no right." Kid, do us a favor and go to school for once in your life.
That's right. Dictatorship, where the government rules
No, that'd be communism for you.
everything. Which is why we Americans were the one who started democracy.
Actually, no. The Americans didn't start democracy. It was actually all the way back with the Athens.
So that way, people would decide. Sorry. Anyways, continuing.
Yet another stream of pointless filler. So what, did Inuyasha help you with this?
Do you know anybody who's fat, ugly, and a lesbian, and actually hates Justin Bieber?
Well, that depends. It depends on whoever she saw, whatever.
Please no fat jokes.
No, I don't think this is a very good thing to point out. So, in anyways, just don't comment on this one, you.
Hey, let's check on our old friend the Winged Dragon of Raw. Hey, how's your attack points go? Oh. Wow. It's all the way in the negatives. This kid's the only guy to downgrade a god by spouting stupidity.
You know. Continuing.
And one last thing, I'm sorry for being harsh about this, but what if your mother didn't like Justin Bieber?
So now it's the old mama jokes, are we? Well then, prepare to get pwned.
Are you pointing this out to her? Because it sounds like you are.
No, he's pointing this out to Kim Kardashian. Who the fuck do you think he's pointing it out to?
Calling her fat and a lesbian whore and ugly, you know?
Hey Shadvik, good news! Your hearing aids have arrived.
What is with you?
Well, what's wrong with you? You can't even get your facts straight.
That's very rude to call a woman that.
I've heard worse. Trust me. Ever heard of the word cunt?
In fact, if you called my mom that, she would beat your bottom down to the floor, pummel.
Bullshit.
You wouldn't be able to get up. She's handled dogs before.
So what, she put you on a leash?
You know how strong dogs are?
I'm guessing this.
Anyways, continuing.
About this, but what if your mother didn't like Justin Bieber? Does that automatically make her a fat, ugly lesbian who's begging for attention?
Well, it's not exactly too harsh, but really, if her mother didn't like Justin Bieber, then, well, that's her right.
Wait a second. You had a problem with Ryan saying, like, apparently she was fat, lesbian, ugly, and attention whore when he didn't. You just took him out of context as usual. But you don't have a problem if the same continuity was switched around on this person. Bias, thy name is Shadvik.
That's her right.
You gotta fight for your right to party!
So you shouldn't be even commenting like that.
Why? Because he's right?
Continuing.
Does that automatically make her a fat, ugly lesbian who's begging for attention?
Okay, now I really understand what you're trying to say.
Bullshit.
No. She wouldn't call her mother a fat, ugly lesbian.
I believe you, sir, have missed the point. The scenario we're talking about is the fact that she said, all the girls who hate Justin Bieber is a fat, ugly, lesbian attention whore. So the scenario Ryan was thinking of is if her mom didn't like Justin Bieber, she'd be calling her that. I mean, after all, she didn't say anyone was an exception. She didn't exclude anyone. All she said is that all the girls who hate Justin Bieber. Meaning, yes, that scenario would be true. Stop treating everything he's saying to her like it's a cannon to the crotch. Figure out the point of why he's saying it, and then make your comment if it is flawed or not. That way, you don't make that much of an ass of yourself.
Neither would I.
Of course you wouldn't.
Neither would I.
I fucking hate you.
Seriously, what is with you? Why are you bringing this stuff up?
Here's a question for you. Why do you keep repeating yourself, especially when your arguments are both pointless and retarded to begin with? If it didn't work the first time, what makes you think it'll work the next 10 times?
Continuing.
Wow, I just love how he just changed emotion right there, like, ah, I'm a fire in my lasers! And he's like, okay, so we're gonna continue. What are you, bipolar?
Because there's just, it's annoying. How could you hate him? He's so amazing. I just don't get it. Also, my friend used to hate him, but then one day she woke up and realized that he was amazing and stopped hating him.
Okay, so she didn't like Justin Bieber, and now she likes him. That is not a good enough excuse to make everybody else change their opinions towards Justin Bieber too.
Okay, I hate to admit it, but I agree with you right there, Supersonic 407. Even though there was kind of a little bit, you know, sometimes
I need to remember just to breathe. Sometimes I need you to stay away from me. Sometimes I'm in disbelief, I didn't know. Somehow I need you to go.
Sometimes friends have to agree with their friends, you know?
Friends agree with their friends sometimes? No. Really?
I think that's why I started liking him. It's mostly because she likes Justin Bieber, so
I accuse her of brainwashing.
what are you gonna do?
How about getting on with this commentary, because I know quite a bunch of people who want this to get over with.
Continuing.
I mean, come on. You can't just expect to tell a story about a friend who didn't like Justin Bieber and then liked him, hoping that everybody else will do the exact same thing. It doesn't work like that. I've been noticing this throughout the whole video. If you want these people to actually change their opinions towards Justin Bieber, you've got to think of better reasons why.
Well, she has no time to think.
Are you serious? She has no time to think. Yeah, because she was obviously rushed to make a Justin Bieber haters rant that she had no time to write a script, think of what she'd say, and do all that stuff that makes a video look professional. Kid, that excuse doesn't work for you. What makes you think it'll work with anyone else? Seriously, this is possibly the most retarded thing that's come out of your ass yet. I think this clip pretty much sums it up.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
You should really think about that.
Congratulations. You successfully made the most obvious and biased statement in this entire commentary in less than 10 seconds. Wow. No wonder you took down the video.
And boy, I'm running low on time, so I'm gonna make this quick. Continuing.
You can't just say stuff like he has cool hair, or his looks, or his music. No. It doesn't work like that. No, it just doesn't.
Okay, I'm gonna have to agree on you right there, and I'm gonna have to stop this.
Skipping.
Continuing.
Like, now she is obsessed, like all of us. The rest of the normal female population.
Okay, so let me get this straight. You're saying that the normal female population consists of the following. Girls wasting their money on posters about a certain individual, like Justin Bieber, hanging them on their bedroom walls until it's completely covered, probably making out with them if they wanted to.
Scary image, scary image.
Going to a music store, buying their music, and then singing horribly to them 24/7, having a screaming orgasm every time he sees that certain individual on the computer or on...
Thank you, Ryan, for putting such a creepy image in my head. See, that kind of stuff is what makes me psychopathic, you know.
And or going to sleep and dreaming about that certain individual every single night. Oh, that definitely sounds like our normal female population, doesn't it?
You know, that little British accent of yours, it needs a little work.
Oh, please, like you're one to talk. Especially since your imitations are even worse than Paris Hilton's acting skills. Do us all a favor, and stop being such a halfwit.
And by the way, I should really know. My mom came from Britain.
So?
You should,
blah,
you know,
blah, blah,
I have some genes that's British,
blah, blah,
but I was born in America, so
get to the point.
I have the blood of the Americans.
Well, you said your mom's from Britain, so that means you have British blood in you, not American. If that were the case, then your mom would be related to the natives.
You really need to really work on that. Continuing.
Oh, that definitely sounds like our normal female population, doesn't it?
Sounding like the normal female population. Well, why even bring this up?
It's called sarcasm!
Female population, it doesn't matter about female population, it's the population of the humans.
Well, since we're talking about females alone, that's why he didn't include males. You have to realize the topic of discussion before making statements like that. Then again, since Ryan was being sarcastic, it doesn't really matter that much. Wow, way to take irony seriously.
which includes the males and females. I have nothing else to say. I'm sorry.
By that side giggling, I'm guessing that was supposed to be funny. He said it, not me.
Comment on this. And continuing.
Too late.
Another thing is, here's one of his songs to prove that he's amazing.
Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and cut this part of the video because for the next 35 seconds, she's gonna be showing us one of Justin Bieber's music videos through her iPhone, but we can't see crap because the screen's too bright. So just to save you some time, I'll just cut it to where she stopped watching it.
Well, what do you expect? Handheld devices usually have a terrible glow when it comes to recording with a camera. Learned that one the hard way.
Okay, I would kind of do that too, but
Hypocrisy in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's best to even just to listen than to just skip all this.
Yet you said you do the exact same thing. Hypocrisy. Told you. Also, if the image quality on the iPhone is terrible, then the sound quality is also bad. Not always, but when you're recording something with it, that usually happens. Also, it's a music video. It's not just to listen to music, but to get a better understanding of the song. If we can't see the video, well, then what's the point of showing it? Could have gotten something like V-Download or Free Studio Manager to get a better quality version of it.
If everyone, besides, I think I never even listened to Justin Bieber's songs.
Oh, so because one person has a problem, then he must automatically turn to that direction.
Maybe nobody else has either. So what? So maybe you shouldn't really have done that.
Yet moments ago, you admitted that you'd probably do that yourself. So you're in no position to talk.
Well, anyways, continuing.
Oh, how bitch. In the video, she, pushes him away. How could you do that? I just don't get it. Why would anyone break up with him?
Okay, when I first saw this part of the video, I was mighty confused, so... Kill me to do it, but I had to watch the music video myself.
And you survived? Master, teach me your secrets.
And apparently in the video, there's this one girl that Justin Bieber was flirting with.
Poor bitch.
And she kept rejecting him.
Oh, smart bitch.
Now, you do realize that everything that happened in that video was not real, right? She wasn't really rejecting Justin Bieber. She's an actress. It's all about acting. It's not real. And I should know. I've been an actor for many years. You obviously don't know what acting is when you see it. Especially if Justin Bieber's in it.
Okay. What if this was for real?
Wait a minute, so... Are you taking a music video seriously? Kid, don't maybe get the Billy Madison clip out again.
And what if this happened to you? Think about that.
Okay, I think I could tell you because I've actually experienced this kind of situation. I used to be obsessed with this one girl at my school. I was batshit crazy for her. Keep in mind, I had no intelligence at the time and I was a complete retard. I had this brilliant idea to get her to like me, and you know what that was? I would look at her every chance I get and give her nice things every time I could. You know what happened? She rejected me every time. I kept this up for 2 years because, hello, dumbass? Then I changed when I got into high school and she started dating someone else. You know what I did? I got over it. I was like, fine, she's interested in other people, whatever, I'll probably find someone else. So now at this point, me and her are just friends. Not boyfriend and girlfriend, just good friends. And I'm pretty sure that's with most males who tried this as well. Because I can say this without hesitation at all. Most guys can get really desperate I didn't say sex crazy. I just said they get desperate.
Just think about that.
Yeah, something you're not good at doing.
Continuing.
I mean, if I was going out with him, I would never break up with him. Like, I wish he would make me one less lonely girl.
Ugh. Really didn't like it how she said that.
A fucking man.
Hey! You're commenting like that is really, really rude.
Don't lie, you were thinking it too.
You know, someone needs a little bit of love. She thinks she needs a little bit of love.
What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. Please don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more.
Why are you even pointing out that fact? Doesn't even make any sense.
How many times has the pot called the kettle black in this video? I think I've lost count.
Continuing.
He really doesn't care if you hate him.
Again, I ask, if Justin Bieber doesn't care, then why are you going through the trouble of defending him? Again, makes no sense.
And again, I just told you.
Yeah, because it was such a good point the first time. I'll have to keep doing it for the next 30 times. Your repetitions are costing attack points.
Because she loves him.
Still doesn't excuse her for being a douchebag.
Continuing. Well, that's the end of part 1.
Wow, what a pointless set of 5 seconds to play. Seriously, kid, when the words continues in part 2 come up, that means this section of the video is over. No need to play that.
Next time...
Just like his other outros, I'm skipping this one. Don't worry guys, only 2 parts of this fail to go. And you know what's really sad? It takes this kid 4 parts of a commentary just to get past part 1 of Ryan's commentary. I knew I was low in cross country, but damn, that's ridiculous. So all we have to do is put up with 20 more minutes of this crap. So don't go to your suicide devices just yet, because we're going to wrap this up next time. Okay everyone, we're in the home stretch. Only 20 more minutes of this crap. Now we get to the point where Joshua gets desperate, more retarded, and we also get a bit of fanboyism. Because you know how much I love fanboys. Anyway, skipping the intro and continuing.
Now, let's get started.
So, there's really no point. He states it in his song. Hear that? All the haters, I swear they look so small from up here because we're bigger. See, he doesn't care if you hate him. All the haters, they're small. Small compared to Justin Bieber's huge. Not huge as in fat, but like huge as in like this big icon.
And you're saying you're not small? Listen to yourself. This is just like when you called everybody fat, ugly, lesbian, attention horse. What gives you the right to call everybody smaller than Justin Bieber when you yourself are just as small as the rest of them?
Newsflash, you're also small.
And newsflash to you, he never said he wasn't. All he said was, what gives you the right to call everyone else smaller than Bieber when you are just as small as the rest of them? Why do you keep taking him out of context?
In fact, everybody in this entire world is small.
It's a small world after all. It's a small world after all. It's a small world after all. Okay, I'll be good.
I'm small. And God is...
God damn it. Would you stop bringing up your religious bullshit? No one wants to hear it. No one gives a damn. And has nothing to do with what we're talking about. We're talking about Justin Bieber. Stick with the matter at hand.
Huge. You couldn't even see him. He could fit the whole universe in his hand. And I just lost what I was going to say, but I'm still going to continue. Continuing.
Seriously, in that category, you have no right to talk.
Excuse me, she does have the right to talk.
Kid, go pick up a dictionary and look up the term hypocrisy. Improve your vocabulary for once in your life.
You see, you remember one of the, I think it was something from the Declaration of Independence, I think. I think, probably. Quoting, "You have the right to remain silent."
That's not even close to the Declaration of Independence. That's something called the Miranda warning. Kid, do some research.
Which is true, you have the right to remain silent.
What you don't have is the capacity. Hope you guys got the reference.
But she does not want to be silent.
Neither do you.
But that's usually, you hear that from a bunch of cops. But it's usually added with, "If you give up this right, can or will be held against you in the court of law."
Again, nothing related to the Declaration of Independence. The judicial system wasn't even a thought during that time of era. During that time, we were still under British rule in the middle of the American Revolution. So during that time, we were still under the control of monarchy, we were still being taxed without representation, and our rights were still being abused. It wasn't until after the Revolution, starting making our own government, wrote the Constitution, and when the Miranda versus Arizona case was resolved, was the Miranda warning even a thought. If you're going to bring up facts about the United States government, at least get your facts right. I mean, you're using one of the greatest encyclopedias in existence called the Internet. If you need to know something, you can go look it up. It's there for a reason.
Which is usually that means they're getting straight to the bunker, the big house. Yeah,
no,
that's it.
Really?
The big house. Okay, anyways, continuing.
I mean, he's only 16 and so successful. That's amazing.
Age does not mean anything when you're trying to make people change their minds about Justin Bieber.
I beg to differ.
What? So you're basically saying age is an aspect of changing someone's opinion about someone. Kid, how much crack have you been smoking?
I think I was able to achieve something.
Yeah, you gained 2 of them in this commentary.
You know what? I don't know why I'm just bringing this up. Thanks, man. I think you better not be commenting on my commentary, okay?
I swear to God, if you say that one more bloody time.
Continuing.
Again, you need to think of better reasons.
I'll show you.
Oh, sorry about that. I just paused. I paused a little bit and then got back to reality.
Wait, you got back to reality? Jesus Christ, I still hear you with your head up your ass. If that's reality, I dread to see what fantasy is.
A reason. I don't think she needs a reason.
Yes, Joshua, keep throwing more of your biased stupidity. Also, I don't know if you know this, not surprised, but when you make an argument, you need an explanation and reasoning to have that argument. It's called backing yourself up. It makes your point sound better and a lot more understanding and persuasive. And again, that excuse didn't work for you, it won't work for anyone else.
And from the looks of it, I think she actually has a reason.
So after that whole, she doesn't need a reason, you turn it around and say, oh, well, she probably has a reason. Kid, stop trying to cover up your fuck-ups, because every time you do it, it leads to even more fuck-ups. I suggest thinking of what you're going to say so you don't have to poorly cover yourself up when people call you out on it.
And she's pointing it out right now. I know. I think I just messed up on that. Don't comment on that.
Alright, that does it. Ice-Chi!
Continuing.
How could you not love those big brown eyes? Look at that.
Are you kidding me? You think that just putting up posters right in front of your camera and it's actually gonna do anything? Oh my god. Now you're just making yourself look like a douche. I laugh at stupidity.
Okay, now that was not very polite.
1, welcome to the internet. And 2, if you're saying he's not being polite by talking about someone's stupidity, then I highly suggest you take some tar and cover it over your mouth, because you are just further proving the fact that you are a hypocrite. Also, seriously, kid, he just called her a douche. Seriously, grow a backbone.
In fact, you're laughing at her own opinion.
Like it's hard.
That she thinks that... What was his name again? I forgot.
How the fuck do you forget someone's name when their name is being said throughout the entire commentary? You either have very bad listening skills, or you're really, really retarded.
Justin Bieber, that's it.
It's Bieber, you socially polite freak. It's Bieber. B-E-I-B-E-R, not B-E-A-V-E-R. Stop saying beaver. This is a beaver. That is Bieber. Beaver, Bieber, Beaver, 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 Beaver. Get it right.
Is very popular. Or something like that. Or did I just say that?
That's not an opinion. That's actually a fact. Bieber actually is very popular. That's like saying my opinion on Rise Star is that it's a very popular game, when barely anybody has played it due to the fact that it was released on the death of the Sega Genesis / Mega Drive. You begin to see how stupid that sounds.
Well, you know, just think about this. Would you put up posters on something like that?
Considering Ryan isn't as fanboy crazy like most other Justin Bieber fans are when it comes to anything related to something he likes, I don't fucking think so, okay?
Well, you know, or, well, maybe your girlfriend. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. Sorry. Don't comment. Resuming.
I swear, if her squealing gets any louder, I think I might end up blowing an eardrum.
A fucking man.
You know, a girl's supposed to squeal like that.
Oh, really? So what you're saying is it's a requirement for a girl to sound like a chipmunk. What girls do you talk to?
She actually kind of thinks of him as cute.
No!
You know, if there was a girl that considered me cute,
just hearing the idea of that just sounds hilarious.
I would actually kind of feel embarrassed.
'Cause I'm afraid she'll see my boner and see how small it is. Yeah, I apologize for that blatant obvious sex joke, but he set me up for it perfectly. Seems to be a nasty habit of his.
What if she thought you were cute? Would you be embarrassed?
Well, it all depends on who the girl is and who the guy is. Not every guy creams himself whenever they see a girl. It all depends on who's receiving what. I've had many girls say I was cute and I pretty much didn't care. You see what I'm getting at, kid?
Continuing.
Look at that! How could you hate this? Seriously. Look at him! Look at him!
Oh my god, Emo!
Oh, sorry, it's a little habit of mine. I do that every time I hear or see something stupid or pointless.
Stabbing someone, or stabbing something.
Or stabbing himself.
You know, that's very low of you.
You do realize that it was fake? Why are you taking everything so seriously, especially when you shouldn't? It's pretty obvious Ryan's trying to break the fourth wall. Seriously, what is it that you're getting that we aren't? And if you think stabbing yourself is wrong, then you must think ninjas are a piece of shit then.
fact, evil.
Oh, we're going back to this now, aren't we? Ryan is evil because he's using Yummy Merrick. And now he's evil because he stabbed something. Well, let's use your logic. In the 5th episode of Naruto, which I think it is, Naruto stabbed himself after being injected with poison. Would that make Naruto evil because he stabbed something? Numbnuts. Have some logic.
By the way, what were you stabbing anyways?
Himself? Duh.
You know, if you were trying to stab me in the back.
Kid, get your head out of your ass, please. Why would Ryan ever even think of stabbing you? He barely even knew you at that time. So, how could Ryan think of stabbing you when he never knew you to begin with? Why do you keep thinking he's making some kind of references to you in this video, when he clearly isn't? Seriously, kid, you're fucking stupid.
Then my mom probably would call the police right about now.
Will she? You gonna give him the Miranda warning? Oh, I'm sorry, I meant the Declaration of Independence. My bad. Also, kid, why do you keep bringing up your mom in nearly every argument you have? Could it be you're giving us the impression that, oh, I don't know, you're a mama's boy? Wow, way to give trolls ammunition, artard.
And they would arrest you.
Few problems with that. One, it wasn't real or meant to be taken seriously, so the police would look at you as some kind of retard. And two, do you know where Ryan lives? Kind of hard to arrest someone when you don't know where they live. But seeing as you have your head so far up your own ass, you wouldn't realize that, now would you?
My mom wouldn't let you stay.
Shut up! Shut up!
Continuing.
Okay, are you just gonna have us look at that Justin Bieber poster all day? Or
Sorry
are
about
you
that.
actually going to do something?
She might have been paused a little bit.
Anybody know what he just said there? Because I didn't catch any of that. All I got was random gibberish with the side of Elmer Fudd lisp.
You know, a lot of people freeze for a moment and then they jump back to reality.
Kid, reality isn't up your ass. Get out of there.
Oh yeah, I just did some pausing, remember?
Did some pausing? Fucking hell, this entire video is nothing but pauses and stutters. If this is some pausing, I dread to see what a marathon of them are.
Continuing.
Look at that. I mean, look how perfect his hair is.
Just like how I said his age doesn't prove anything, his hair doesn't prove anything either. Stop making people change their opinions about the guy just by his looks.
Well, you know, you shouldn't even be saying that.
Okay, now this is really becoming a problem. Every time he comes up with a decent argument you can't counterpoint, you always resort to, you shouldn't be saying that. Stop bitching for the sake of bitching. That's not what makes it commentary.
Really, she can do whatever she wants.
You done kissing her ass yet?
She can make comments like that.
Oh, shut the fuck up, will you? Is the rest of this video going to be nothing but biased comments? Like, oh, she can do whatever she wants. She's allowed to make those kind of comments. I think I'm gonna puke.
And it'd be her own fault if she gets herself arrested or something like that.
Wait a second. You just said she can do whatever she wants, then said, it's her own fault if she gets arrested. Kid, make up your mind. It's either one or the other. You can't have both.
I forgot everything else I was going to say about
What
this.
a shock.
So continuing.
So hot. So I hope my video proves to you that stop hating Justin Bieber. And if you do, just be quiet about it because we don't want to hear. And stop calling him.
Okay, before I finish this commentary with my final thoughts, what do you mean by we? Are you referring to yourself and Justin Bieber?
I think she means we the people.
If she means we the people, then she doesn't know many people.
You know, we the people. Bring up Declaration of Independence.
Constitution, you fucking idiot.
Okay, continuing.
If that's the case, then I thought you clearly said that Justin Bieber doesn't care if people hate him. Oh well, but anyway, overall, this video did not prove crap about why people should stop hating Justin Bieber.
How do you know? You don't even know facts.
And you do? Again, pot calling the kettle black, methinks.
You're not even a lawyer.
I've dealt with many stupid people in my life, but kid, you are the top of the most retarded people I've met. You don't have to be a lawyer to tell if someone made a flaw. I'm only in high school and I can tell your video is flawed up the ass.
I'm not a lawyer either, so touche.
So you just admitted yourself to being a hypocrite. Gee, thanks for doing my job for me.
Continuing.
All you ever did was tell everyone how cool his looks are, how much his music rocks, and not only that, you kept calling everybody out by calling them names like fat, ugly, lesbian attention whores who are smaller than Justin Bieber, when again, you're trying to get even more attention just by making that video, and when you're just as small as the rest of them. Telling us his appearances and music doesn't mean a thing when it comes to changing the opinions of other people.
Well, I would change my own opinion on other people by just bragging.
So what you're saying is you take the ASAP 333 approach. Yeah, because how well did that work?
And I brag a lot.
Wow, no wonder nobody likes you.
Wait, no I don't. Messed up on that one. Don't. Continuing.
Like when you had us look at those posters and had us listen to his music. That just wanted those people who didn't like Justin Bieber not like him even more.
Well, you know, actually, I think sometimes you could be a little bit wrong on this one. Depends on the people's opinion. You should ask the people. What do they think about her video? Huh? What do they think about her commentary?
She wasn't making a commentary, you dumb twat. She didn't have a video or text to use to put her comments towards. She was just making stuff up as she goes along. Also, I can tell you for a fact that tons of people thought the exact same way as Ryan did. Either look at the comments to the original video or on Ryan's commentary, or hell, other commentaries towards this person. This is called research, something you should do more often.
Continuing now.
It was completely pointless. And at the end, being the fangirl you are, you really had to cross the line when you told everyone to be quiet because you can't accept the fact that many people don't like him.
Well, many people don't like him, but many people do like him.
No,
and
really?
she can tell whoever she wants to shut up.
Telling people to shut up, isn't that silencing their freedom of speech, which you got on Ryan's case for doing? Really liking the hypocrisy I'm hearing.
Because right now, she's in a little bit of a bad mood.
Oh, I get it. So, because she isn't feeling good, she's excusable for something you complained about Ryan doing. Kid, stop sucking up to her for God's sake. You're making yourself look like more of a retard when you do that.
People don't like Justin Bieber. Not a lot of people.
Well, I'm sorry, but that's life. I've met plenty of people who don't like the band Nickelback, but I don't care. Why? Because one, they actually give good reasons, and two, it's their opinion, and aren't telling people who like the band that they can't say anything about it. If she were to say why she liked Justin Bieber without gloating about his appearance and not talking shit about people who don't like him, then she wouldn't have gotten the reputation she had in the first place when she made that video. It's all about the execution of your argument.
Don't like him, but still. Continuing.
In a way, that video was nothing but an excuse to make yourself look like a complete butthurt douche and act like a major internet tough girl.
Okay, now you just called her a butthurt D.
So what? I mean, she was acting like a butthurt douche, so what's wrong with a little truth?
Now that is just pleasant. How's it like if they called you that, huh? How would you react to that?
Kid, butthurt isn't a rude term. Hell, look at my series, Butthurt Commentaries. So why don't you bitch about the title of my commentary being rude? Is it because I'm not Ryan? Give me a break, kid. Get a life.
I'm thinking what you are right now, if you know what I mean.
Bullshit.
Continuing.
From the very beginning, you never gave us good enough reasons to stop hating Justin Bieber. If you were to say something like, you know, you shouldn't hate Justin Bieber because sure, his music's a bit weird and he may be 16, but he has done a lot to help our society. Like, he donated half of his funds to charity. Or something like, he is a cancer survivor and now he's trying to help other children from going through the same suffering as he did. Or, you shouldn't hate him because his mother died.
One thing's for a reason. Okay? Not a lot of people care about the society, Supersonic407. Hello?
So you're saying not a lot of people care about society. Are you suggesting that people don't care about the way they live? Kid, what drugs are you on?
I'm not sure what makes society important anyways.
You don't know what makes a society? Well, that's funny, considering you brought up references to democracy, the Declaration of Independence, the Constitution, the Miranda warning. Even though you took the Declaration of Independence out of context more than once, all those things is what made up the society of the U.S.
You're gonna have... I might ask my mom on this one. Anyways. And... you shouldn't hate him because his mother died. Actually, you know, I hate to admit it, mentioning that if his mother really did die, I would feel sorry for him.
That's the same exact thing Ryan was thinking.
Which is why I think why she likes him. Because he lost someone. Probably, she may have lost someone.
You do realize we're talking hypothetically, right? Meaning the whole, you shouldn't make fun of him because his mother died, was just an example Ryan gave that would have been better than saying, he's got great hair and all that bollocks. Pay attention to what he is saying, please.
Ugh, to me, what's to sum it up? I'm getting tired of doing this.
Oh, this excuse. I'm tired of this. If you're tired, then why do you keep continuing? If you're tired, then just end the commentary then. Don't go any further and just stop there. I've seen people do that before and they still made a pretty good commentary.
And this is almost the end of the show.
And thank freaking Lord.
Your show, that is.
Aw, really? I like this show better.
Continuing.
If that be the case, then sure, I wouldn't like his music, but I would still show pity for him. But sadly, a person like Justin Bieber has never done anything like that. So if you were to say that, you'd be lying.
Well, she would be lying. And the penalty will be on her if she doesn't believe in Jesus.
What the fuck? That was the most random Jesus comment I've ever heard. Tell me, what does this have to do with religion? Yes, she would be lying. But what's this have to do with believing in Jesus? Oh my god. This kid's enough to make Josh YouTuber blush. I swear to God.
And the penalty might be on you if you don't believe.
Shut up!
Continuing.
Wow, that was the most pointless counterpoint I've ever heard.
But again, you gave horrible reasons that were left unexplained, and you had to act all tough by calling everybody out. And for that, you just made yourself look like a butthurt fangirl.
Okay, again with the butthurt. That is so rude.
That's okay, cause I'm none of those things.
If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all.
Ah, the most hypocritical statement to say in a commentary. Well, one of them anyway. The whole, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all is bullshit. Especially when coming from you. You've been calling Ryan evil, sexist, retarded, and threatened to put him in prison, all because he's disagreeing with this person and pointing out the flaws in a video. I'm pretty sure those aren't nice things either. Also, during a commentary, you're mostly saying things that aren't nice or good. So Joshua, if you truly believe in this statement, then stop making bitch fits on Ryan. You stupid, stupid cunt.
I think I said that in my last commentary.
How can you say that in your last commentary when this was your very first commentary you made? You are not George Lucas.
Which of course maybe you haven't even commented on.
Keep in mind, he had no idea of your existence when you made this video, so how can he comment on someone he's never even heard of? Logic, thy name is Joshua8428. Also, I find it funny, throughout this entire video you were saying, don't comment, or you better not be commenting on this. Now you want him to make comments towards you? For fuck's sake, kid, which one do you want?
Well, anyways, I forgot everything else I was going to say, so continuing.
If you were to meet Justin Bieber in person and he saw your video, he would have expected better from a fan like you.
Maybe, but you may also understand how she feels about him. You know, some people don't like this kind of strong will.
I think the word you're looking for is affection. Strong will means you're not willing to give up, even on the verge of death. Affection is how you feel towards someone.
You know, going to that fact, or something like that. Continuing.
But I highly doubt you will ever meet him, because, well, in reality, you're as small as the rest of these, quote, haters, unquote.
So are you. So is everybody else. Do I have to go over this again? Everybody is small.
Right, so when should I schedule the Winged Dragon of Rust funeral?
In fact, she's not even smaller. We're all exactly the same size.
We are all the exact same size. So, an infant is as tall as Michael Jordan? God, you're retarded.
And God is not. God is...
Charging my attack.
Continuing. Oh, sorry about that. I was trying to get... Anyways, now continuing.
Probably never be as big as Justin Bieber. Thus, you will never meet him in person.
Who said about it? Justin Bieber? Like I said again, that we all are same small size.
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
God is... Continuing again.
Well, have fun continuing to scream for the guy you will never ever meet, you sad, sad fangirl.
You know, it's not really nice to call her a sad fangirl. You know, you should really try cheering her up and stuff.
Wow, kid, you have a real small vocabulary, don't you? We're not talking about sad as in go cry me a river. We're talking sad as in embarrassing. Seriously, kid, go look up a dictionary, please.
Cheer her up instead of just keep pushing her until she starts weeping like a baby.
I was told we would be fighting men. Who sent all these babies to fight? All of you are babies.
Because that is so immature.
Damn, how many times are you gonna call me black?
Continuing.
Okay, are you just gonna have us look at that Justin Bieber poster all day? Or are you actually going to do something?
your mother.
Say what?
That's what she said.
Okay, and that ending part was really stupid.
Then why are you laughing? Must have thought it was funny. Also, you guys can just sense the irony coming from this asshole. Especially after watching this video.
It's and you know,
It's been a while since I said this, but we skipped this part due to the fact that it's dragging on bullshit that no one cares to be watching.
Okay, I can actually forget everything. Forgotten everything. So, going over this, I think...
And that's where we'll leave off until next time. Because we're going to be talking a lot throughout this part. So, see you guys in the next part.
If you want to... Okay, and one thing. If you really want to make a commentary, at least just point out whether or not she made the flaws or not.
Newsflash, dipshit! He did point out the flaws. Also, at least when he tells us a flaw in the video, at least he doesn't make it up like you do. So yeah, maybe you should take your own advice.
She may have made the flaws, but you were the one who was making the flaws most of all on your commentary.
Out of the how many of you made?
In fact, everyone makes flaws. I bet you I made some flaws on that commentary too.
Made some flaws? Fucking hell, the entire video was a flaw.
You know, seriously, I don't think you would make a good partner in Ultimate Spider 77 because of your stupid opinions.
That's good, because you're a whiner, you're a loser, you're a retard, and you're a mama's boy.
Not to mention, are you even going to finish the Sonic Halo series?
Keep in mind, this video was made before Ryan said he quit making the Sonic Halo series. However, Joshua also did make his own reaction to it, so being the almighty prick I am, I'm going to show you his reaction. With fitting music.
I have one thing to say. What the freak? Why are you giving up so easily? Even though that... What's her name again? Yeah. It's something about Midnight. Or Sybil, as any of you would like to call it. Has left YouTube, meaning and you couldn't continue the Sonic Halo series. You know what? That just proves to you that you can't do this alone. That's just sad. And my Jitsu, I don't care if you want me to suck it up or not. He needs to suck up what happened to him and just continue the Sonic Halo series, because there is a Sonic Halo Halloween series he did not finish. If he doesn't finish it, then there is no point of keeping those Sonic Halo Halloween specials for any sticking reason. Got that? Alright. Here's what I'm gonna ask you this again. Either continue the Sonic Halo series. If you need some if you think you still can't do it alone, find someone. In fact, maybe I can help you. I said I would also help Super Eagle 20. I would also help Thunder the Bald Eagle return all the pieces of the warp animal back to the core of the planet. And now I'm gonna help you finish the Sonic Halo series. Otherwise, if you do not want my help, then I'm just gonna keep beeping you down. That's what God would do. He would keep telling you to move on and follow him. If you think I'm joking, then take a look at my serious face.
I'm such a cunt.
I don't know, but my point is, really, you should really know when to be nice to women.
Wait a second, so this 40-minute bitch fit is all because the person he was commentating on is a woman. So what you're saying is, if this was a man he was commenting on, you wouldn't give a shit. I wouldn't be looking at a video right now. But just because the victim is female, it's a bad thing. And oh, now Ryan's evil, now he's a sexist, now he's a horrible person, all these wondrous things. You know what this is behind all the bullshit? This is nothing more than promotion for a YouTube channel. That way, when people who have no idea who he is, or have never heard of him before, and are curious about him, they can go look him up, and probably look at his videos, and possibly subscribe. So when his subscriber count skyrockets, he can thank you personally for it, dipshit.
I'd be nice to my mom, she's a woman. Shut up! In fact, why don't you try being more of a gentleman?
And why don't you stop being such a suck-up?
Jeez. Man, how low can you go?
That depends. How high is your intelligence?
How low can you go?
We get it. You think he's a low person. Now turn off your mic and shut the fuck up. Am I being too cruel here? If I am, I apologize, but it's just when I hear people saying completely retarded shit like this, wouldn't you give them the same reaction?
And for that, I bequeath to you a boot to the head.
Alright, fine, I'll play the clip again.
That's right, a boot to the head.
No matter how many internet memes you make, it won't change the fact this commentary was horseshit.
And also, I also proclaim your commentary, quote, stupid.
Yeah, this is coming from the guy who can't pronounce Justin Bieber's name right. Ah, see, told you the pile would be calling the kettle black. And it only took him like, what, a minute?
Now with that out of the way, now that I am completely finished with my commentary on Supersonic 407's commentary, Obsessive Fangirl Strikes. Hope you like this commentary.
Shut the fuck up.
And I hope Supersonic 407 doesn't comment on that.
Repetitive bullshit is repetitive and utter bullshit.
I'm running a little bit out of time. So, this is Shavik the Hedgehog signing off. Objection! She doesn't need to have a reason. I've always wanted to say objection. Right in the moment.
Wow. Now you guys heard both outro jokes from Ryan and this twat, right? Tell me, which one sounded like it had more thought into it, and which one sounded like it was just slapped together? Now, what do I think of this video? Well, let me leave my final thoughts about Joshua. I think you're pretentious, you're full of shit, you're a biased twat, you're completely stupid, and you're an attention whore. And also, you're the worst commentator ever. I mean, seriously, what the fuck did I just watch? Also, quit hopping on Ryan's dick every 5 seconds. We get it, you're obsessed with the guy. But seriously, are all your videos just going to be you bitching about Ryan? And I hope we never speak of this again. That's all I can take. I'm Agent 1, send in the next patient.